Hey everyone, Entash here, and today I wanted to talk about something that has been on my mind for a long time, but I've never actually discussed this issue. Now, I know that people are going to say, this is a gacha game, get used to it. I could just feel it. The second I bring this up, people are going to say, it's a gacha game, that's how these games play. Please don't defend this. Please don't defend this because I don't think that it's healthy long term, and I think that it actually hurts a lot of people that play this game. And what I'm talking about is time gating. Now, I understand that in this game, they want to time gate things so that you don't smash through it instantly. I guess. But at the same time, if you have to time gate content so that we don't smash it out in one day, maybe that's a problem with how much content is available. Now, they time gated the quest here. And this is one of the things that got me thinking. But this isn't the main issue. I don't mind too much that they're time gating the quest. Each day that you do it, you get a pretty nice chunk of content. You explore around, there's quite a bit. I think that this quest so far is great. I'm going on to the final stage today, or tomorrow, or whenever I finally do it. But so far, it's been pretty interesting. I've seen a lot of stuff. Whatever. But they time gate this, and they time gate resin, or they force you to do it, and it's like they're just forcing you to come back time and time again. Be in that gacha loop, that addicted loop. And I know why they do it. But there's one thing in this game, in particular, that I think that they need to stop doing that. And I'm pleading that they stop doing that. And that is events. And I'm going to tell you why. But first, a quick word from our sponsor. This video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends and my favorite endgame activity, the Doom Tower. This is a massive tower filled with bosses that are absolutely punishing, as well as waves of floors where you're really gonna need to think if you want to beat them. With over 200 floors and bosses that each have their own specific mechanics, you're going to need to use that big brain of yours if you want to stand any chance at beating them. Just getting to the Scarab King is tough, but I had to specially craft a team with shields, speed, and the ability to reduce his max HP if I even want to do a sliver of damage. Raid always has things like clan vs clan tournaments as well as in-game events to earn rewards. And if you download Raid with my link down below in the comment section or the description, you can even get yourself a free epic champion that I don't even have myself. Now is the perfect time to join Raid because of all this free stuff and new events that will be coming out for the holiday season. Just make sure to click this box when you join the game to get all your free rewards. Raid Shadow Legends is free on PC and mobile, so click that link down below and enjoy. Thanks for sponsoring this video, and let's get back into the content. Now, they time-gated the tree, which I think it kind of sucks. It doesn't feel very nice. I've got so many resources, but I can't level up the tree. It's time-gated. I don't love the feel. They've time-gated quests. There's multiple quests on here, like with this electric thingy. Time-gated for like a week. The bow prototype, or the bow blueprint, or whatever you want to call it, that was time-gated for like a week. There's so many things that are time-gated, and it's frustrating. But I can get by and not stress about it too much. Coming back day after day to use up my resin or condense my resin, I understand that that's how these games work. But the one thing that tilts me beyond repair is the events. Because they do this. This is what they do right here. They don't allow you to unlock the harder difficulties if you can just beat it all in one go. You also have to wait for these. You gotta wait 5 days or 5 hours until my next one. I got another day, 2, 3, 4. And they're forcing people to come back time and time again, which maybe you're already doing, but they're forcing you to come back to interact with this content. And the issue with that, and the thing that frustrates me about that, is some people can't play all the time. And when you do a limited time event, but then you also add fear of missing out and the sense that they can't progress at their own rate, I think that there's a lot of people that don't get to interact with this content the way they would like to. And I recently saw a post saying, I was really busy. The past couple of weeks, I ended up missing out on the Tuna Lord sword. Couldn't get it refined, just didn't have time to play. And maybe on the first day, they had tons of time to play. Maybe you're watching this video, and today, you've got the day off, you're ready to grind, you've got nothing planned, but next week you're busy. And so you have an opportunity that you could do all these performances, enjoy this content, experience all the songs and get that same value and have that much fun and binge it and leave satisfied. But instead, they make you do one little chore, one little chore, one little chore, tick that box, make sure you come back so you can get your reward, and then you're free. And it just feels odd to me. I don't really like that. And I understand that at the very end of the reward, or of the event, at the very end, you could bang out all these at the same time on the last day, and you'd have like 4 days left. But again, not everyone has that schedule. Not everyone can do that. Some people work out of town. Some people are just busy with life. I coach hockey. I'm a husband, right? I'm a dad. Sometimes I get busy. Now, I'm a streamer. I'm a YouTuber. I can play whenever the hell, for the most part, I can play whenever I want. But it just feels like they're adding layers of time gating and fear of missing out, and it ruins these events. Because instead of diving in and experiencing this and really having fun, you play one performance and you're like, whoa, that was cool. I'd love to do more, but you can't. And it's a weird disconnect. I don't mind the time gating and other stuff, but I think that it is a problem in Genshin, and I know that it probably will never get fixed for the majority of content, but I can't help but say, please, Mihoyo, give us the option. If we want to play your game, let us play your game. You try so hard to not let us play Genshin Impact, even though we want to play Genshin Impact. There's so many people watching this video that love your game and feel like they're never allowed to play. And it's getting really old. And I know that I sound like I'm complaining a lot lately, but it's because there's nothing to do. And when there is something to do, you have to wait 5 hours, and then a day, and then 2 days, and 3 days, and 4 days to enjoy it. It's like, people are coming into chat, and they're like, did you check out the new event? And it's like, kind of, like a little tiny bit. Like, I guess, but I can only play one song, and it's like, I'd rather wait. I would rather wait and play a bunch of it together and enjoy it. And I think I'm going to save it until like Monday so I can play, 3 or 4 songs, get a feel for it, get in the mode. Instead of just being strung along here with a little piece of cheese. I'm like a little rat in a cage. I want the cheese! But Mihoyo doesn't give it to you. And maybe I'm crazy, but I just think it's an accessibility thing. With a story quest, it's not a big deal. With a story quest, you get to it when you get to it. And it's not the end of the world if you don't do it right away. The bow prototype up here, 7 days is what it is. Take some extra time is what it is. I took a ton of time to finish up this quest. This quest was like 7 days as well, I think. And it took me a long, long time to do it. I did it at my own rate. But that's because I have the leisure of doing it at my own rate. I can do it if I want to. I can wait if I want to. And it's not going to change my game. It's not going to ruin things. But when you're throwing, in the case, I'll give you the best example. You want the best example? Right here. This is one of the best weapons the game has ever seen. This was a free weapon, multiple refinements that you could get if you could play enough, if you could beat the boss like 15 times. It was a ton of grinding to get it all done. But not everyone has the time to get that in their schedule. And they missed out on one of the best weapons ever. And they can't get it again. They can never get it again. And some of these events, I understand, they're Mora, and there's some books, and if you miss it, you miss it. That's the way they treat it. It's like, you miss it, you miss it. But that feels awful. It doesn't give players very much agency over how much they want to play the game, and if they want to fight for that reward. If they said, by the way, you've got 2 weeks to earn this sword. You can do it today, you can do it tomorrow, but it's gone. I'm sure there would be a lot of people that would look at their schedule and they would plan for when they could make sure to make time to get a weapon like this. But with that fear of missing out, it's this crazy pressure that I just don't think needs to be in the game. There's not much more I can say on the topic. I just wanted to get it out there because I really hope this changes. I'll tweet at Mihoyo. I tweeted at them today if you guys want to see. Whoa, that's not the one. That's not the tweet. I did this. Please don't do this, Genshin Impact. All you're doing is artificially extending playtime for players that can already beat it on harder difficulties. But also, it feels like everything is designed to keep players coming back fear of missing out, and keeping the addiction alive. Some people don't get to play all day like a streamer does. But there are also limited time events, and someone might have this weekend to grind it. They might be able to play it, but they can't. And then they miss out on entire events and enjoying this content because of work, school, or other things, and you're forcing them to log in daily. And I think that a lot of people agree, but a lot of people are just saying, that's gotcha. I'm having a hard time accepting that. And I think there are so many systems in this game, I might make a whole video. It's like Genshin Impact is literally just built for addictions. It's just built to keep you addicted. And I don't know, man. The less content there is, the more I'm seeing this stuff and the more frustrated I'm getting. I'm having a really hard time here. And so I know that I might be complaining, but I would rather try to put it out there and tweet at Mihoyo, tweet at Genshin, and be like, guys, please think about the players, than just sit by. And I understand that if you guys don't like this ranty type content, but it's just been on my mind for a little bit, and I don't know. What else is there to talk about, right? Thanks so much for watching. Check out Raid Shadow Legends with that link down below, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.